According to society, having rules at all is controversial and oppressive. But with the divorce rate being over 50%, I'm not going to listen to society. We do not throw the word divorce around at all, not even to joke.
I wish I had seen more women leave their marriages. Hear me out before you make up your mind. The kind of society that these teenage trad wives are espousing is very similar to the kind of society I grew up in. The overall estimated divorce rate in India, a country of 1.8 billion people in the year 2025, was between 0.8 to 1%. We are a society that hates divorces, but this number is not a romantic indication of how family-oriented we are and how functional, healthy and loving our marriages are. This also doesn't mean that marriages were not breaking, because there were always cases of men abandoning their families, physically or emotionally checking out of marriages while still being a part of those marriages, or simply finding a new girlfriend or a second wife if they got bored of the first one. But one thing that I never saw growing up was I never saw a woman choosing to end a marriage, a woman choosing to walk out of an equation simply because it's abusive, deeply damaging or unhappy. This is a way of life deeply imprinted upon us millennial women even today, as can be seen through trends such as I Still Stayed, where women recount horrifying things that they experienced at the hands of a former partner and they still stayed. We oppose divorce was never applied equally to men and women because women were financially dependent, mentally brainwashed, and men simply enjoyed considerably more autonomy even as they existed in the same marriages with their wives. So in case a marriage turned abusive, you were expected to just fawn more and more, trying to appease the aggressor into being kinder to you, the colloquial term for it being adjust or compromise. From that point on, the aggressor held all the cards. Either the abuse was going to escalate to a point of potential unaliving, or it would continue as it is, and women metaphorically lobotomize themselves to get used to the constant indignation, humiliation and danger. Or the abuser gets bored of abusing you because you no longer have any fight left in you, and then he decides to leave you. This kind of society trains an entire generation of women into having absolutely no self-esteem or agency, and it teaches them that it's normal to wait for your abuser to dump you after he gets bored of his mistreatment. But in no case should you think that you're important enough to walk out of that situation with your dignity intact. Growing up in an anti-divorce society, I still saw a lot of men abandon their wives and kids that they had abused, but I never saw a woman ending a relationship because she thought it was abusive. Never. And at 30, I do wish I had seen more stories of women walking away from equations that didn't serve them, just as easily as men do, in literature, in movies, and in real life. It gives me hope that then I wouldn't have to spend half my life discovering the basic principle of human personhood, that as a woman, as a person, I too have agency and the right to desire and the right to choose. And I don't always have to take the cue from the other person to see where my relationship with them is going.